I know that we missed this pregame with our brother Billy Jr. here with us. As always, I'm Wilson Talk. You can watch this is back in action this evening. Hosting the Dallas Wings. It's the same thing they played just a few days ago. Right here at the July 31st. Washington's big three had a huge outing in that. All three got to the line at least 8 times. It wasn't a great offensive game. Washington Cardell, one of the things you talked about going all the way back to preseason, their defense is going to be a strength, and this showed out in that game for sure. Obviously, it would be great to see them replicate the defensive effort, and have some more people contribute from the offensive standpoint, but we'll see how that goes. Shakira Austin had 28 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists in that win. That last week, Shakira was huge. She was named the AP Player of the Week, WNBA Player of the Week today, so that's great. From the injury standpoint, just like last outing, no injuries to report for either team. So Cardell, what challenges is left in the face with that win they got the other day? This season series is split at one apiece. The most essentially the tiebreaker. We saw that plays in from playoff seeding, things of that nature. So Washington have to do to win the season series, keep us this streak alive.
Well, one thing I feel like they have to do is prepare for the barrage of the Wings. They know they lost the first game. They don't obviously want to lose again to this team, to the Mystics. So they're gonna come out kind of with a haymaker. Also, the Mystics had a long layoff, so to speak, quite a few days before they played last. So Russ, they gotta be wary of the Russ coming into the game. The Wings beat Connecticut, I believe, on Monday or whatnot, the last time they played, if I'm not mistaken. So they had a game in between that. So they're kind of a little bit more in rhythm. With that being said, the Mystics got kind of come out the gate aggressive and maintain the defense that they had throughout most of the last game. They still haven't put together a full 40 or whatnot, but just come out with that same type of defense that held that held them the Wings down to 40% shooting, which is well below their average. They're one of the most efficient field goal shooting teams in the league. And then they held them to 24% shooting from deep, which is also well below the average. And yeah, the Wings shot 84%, but they were 11 for 13 in the last game. So they defended well, they contested shooters, and they kept them off the free throw line for the most part. You know what I mean? Paige is Paige. Even in off night, she still had 23 and 5 on 50%. You know what I mean? So that's why I think one thing that the Mystics threw at them late in the game was they blitzed her late to throw her off and get the ball out of hands. So I know they're going to be well prepared for that now. So you gotta that surprise is not going to be there. So obviously the way the Mystics have been showing with their coaching staff, I'm pretty sure they got something else in the chamber which they will need because the Wings will be looking for everything to try to get some get back. Ogun Wale was on one. She had 20 points, but Jessica Shepard and you know AZ Fudd, they didn't kind of reach their numbers or whatnot. So I think you're going to see a more aggressive team offensively from the wing side of things. For the Mystics, just keep maintaining your defense. Anya Ware kind of being more aggressive. I like what she did defensively. You know what I'm saying? Keeping Shepard and Kai and all them under control. Shakira, just do what you did the game before. We ain't even got to complicate this. Kiki's just be more efficient scoring the ball inside. You know what I mean? She was perfect from the free throw line. She does that, then they will as well. But she had 22 and 9. Same type of production, just being more efficient. And Sonya just shoot better. That's the other thing. They won with Sonya being 3 of 18, but she got to the free throw line. So, and was dishing the rock, rebound, doing a little bit of everything. And also, Cody McMahon played well, even though she didn't score a lot of points. She didn't make mistakes. She was great at being a secondary ball handler. Um, she only had like 2 turnovers in 26 minutes and, 6 rebounds. So with her, if I'm her, she needs to be prepared for them to just double like Shakira and all them when she's on the floor because she kind of split a lot of minutes with Georgia because it looked like Paige was going crazy on Georgia, so they had to get her out of there for defensive purposes. And Cody got in the game, and she's gonna have to look to be aggressive because I think they're gonna try to get the ball out of like Shakira and Sonya in their hands and make them move the ball to her and like what you gonna do with it. So which with her getting downhill, You know, especially on rotations. That's ideal for her game, but she got to be ready to do it. And then with that being said, also be prepared to hit some, you know, perimeter jumpers if needed, because you're not gonna always be able to get to the lane. Or if you're gonna touch the lane, make the defense collapse, make the right read. So those three, I'm gonna include on your wares the four. Those four players that lead the team, they could get cleaner shots, and that's what she got to be prepared for. And not just her, you know, Georgia. When not Lauren need her to step up. She only had 3 points. She had 7 rebounds, but in her 17 minutes, she was 1 for 3. So be more of a force. So the coach will keep her in the game because they need her size. You know what I mean? Like I said, you know the wings are big with Kaya and Shepard, Alana Smith. They're big inside. Lily Oru as well. And then when if he goes deep in the bench for Cassandra and Alicia, just come and give him solid production. As simple as that. But that's the thing with the message. Just be ready for the adjustments. Maintain your defense, but be ready for the adjustments because obviously they're gonna go out their way to make sure Shakira don't have 28 and all that again. You know what I mean? So and with her, she gotta be patient. If they do just really go all out to stop her, just be patient. You'll get your opportunities. So just make the right reads and don't get frustrated and just play the cerebral game. At this point in time, see, this is about just getting a W by any means necessary. Ain't nobody tripping too much off the how you do it. Just do it. You know what I mean? So you can get to the playoffs and then we'll figure it out from there. But yeah, just doing those things, man. But yeah, it should be a nice little chess match tonight. Show of adjustments. You know what I mean? So with that being said, you got it.
Yeah, so keep those keys in mind. Like I said, I mean, just number 32. The two teams trying to move for playoff seed, man. These games, man. We'll see how it goes. Between the same opponent. We'll cut the bait later, so we'll be in the playoff series. So we'll see how Washington responds. They'll give you the keys to keep it play attention to the This is so good. Y'all enjoy the next game.